Assalamu alaikum. Today we have in our midst Ms. Bushra Sabeen, our academic coordinator based in Karachi. She makes regular visits to Quetta to review academic activities.
Welcome, ma'am.
Indeed, I am honored too. I love to respond to your questions. Happy to be here. Thank you,
ma'am. Okay, ma'am. So the first question is that, ma'am, please tell us about your journey with Leaders Odyssey School. When did you start it and in what capacity?
Well, I love to brief on this, particularly Leaders Odyssey. It's like second home to me. You might have heard the proverb, 1,000-mile journey begin with first step. So before starting my career, I was not very much sure to where to start from. So Leaders Odyssey was the first place that I have taken my first start from back in 2007. And in what capacity? Literally telling you, I came here as a parent. Actually, I was looking for admission for my both son, but I loved the environment and the professional grounds here, so I decided to go for teaching here at that time. So 2007, it was a memorable year for me.
Well, ma'am, your experience at Leaders Odyssey School has been multidimensional. Can you elaborate on that?
Yes, it's like my educational institution. Mashallah, it was a growing institution since the beginning. Why? Because authorities, they were very dedicated towards their work. So when I came here as a main teacher of playgroup. Then with the passage of time, I got wonderful training and meeting by the CEO of the institution, Sheikh Zahijan Mandokir, Madam Principal Hina Iqbal, and at that time we were having very strong administrative member, Satanur Iqbal. So after attending trainings in sessions and guidelines, sooner I was picked up as a headmistress preschool, and I have stayed there for quite long, like 6 or 7 years I worked as a headmistress. And I really enjoyed that post. I was having a strong interaction with the kids, and kids at that age, they are very natural, they are very pure. They gave me a real boost. And then at that time, I developed passion for teaching. And then I just move on and I work as an administrative coordinator at Clifton campus, then finally as working as an overall coordinator here again. So it was a wonderful journey. I'm enjoying that.
Okay, ma'am. Well, ma'am, okay, so tell us about from the time you started and up to present, what observations you have made about the learning process, the evolution of learning process in this period.
Well, if we talk about learning, it's like learning is a biological adaptation, and learning has changed a lot over the passage of time. At present, learning is beyond visual, auditory, tactile learning, though it was existed throughout the human history. But at present, if we are just looking into the influx of technology has influenced learning a lot. If you are talking about, or if you are exploring any of the fundamental of any object or anything around, it's just few clicks away. So today learning is very fast and it's affordable, surprisingly effective. So students, they are blessed, they are having variety of gadgets they are available which are too good for learning. At our time, we were not having those gadgets. It's just back 25 or 30 years back I'm talking about. For example, a student, they are enjoying the facility of smartboard at school level. They are enjoying tabs. They are enjoying multimedia. So these are, they are exposed to multiple equipment, which is a very advancement in the learning. Then if I talk about further expansion, as a student, we have never came across e-learning. So now today students, they are even blessed that they have been provided with e-learning as well. So it's day wise we can see the change in the learning evaluation process is going on.
Right, ma'am. What is the nature and the difference of the students' body of school? Whether there has been improvement in the overall moral standard of students, or has there been a drop?
If we talk about my institution, LOS, we were focused on students' personality, we are still focused on students' personality. We have never compromised students' general manners. We were always personality building is more important as compared to scoring grades in examination. Our chairman, he has very focused mind on it, because values matter a lot. So if I see today's student at my school, so there are like some sort of changes. Why? Because the impact of social media is very strong on young generation. Then if I talk about parent support, it is declining day by day. Now the parents, they are like not very much supportive in terms of brought up of the student. Somehow students or the children, they are neglected at home. Particularly if I recall memory, it's like 1.5 years if I revise, the day the coronavirus has appeared in the world. So most of the time students, they have spent at home, and when they are back to school, clearly they are out of routine. Frustration level has been wind up among the students. So I can see a little drop in the students' behavior, on which Alhamdulillah our teacher and our team member, they are working, but we are looking for the parent support in that. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. So, what improvements would you like to see in the academic activities of school, and what are the prime areas of concerns?
It's like basically, if we talk about from academic perspective, so it's like there is always a room for improvement. Academic, it's not about like finishing course, finishing syllabi. It's like all about overall growth of the student. So what I am looking for personality, overall personality development of the child, where he is coming up as a person with strong interpersonal skills. Then a person with like having good grip on values, mutual respect for others, a good citizen, a civic sense he or she is developing. Along with that, definitely skills matter. Mathematical skills, students, they have to be very strong at. Language skills, they have to be very strong at. Then side by side, technology is the future. So what I am looking, students, they shall have good grip on like technology skills as well. 21st century skills, they have to work upon. Soft skills, they have to work upon. Student, they have to be like more critical thinker as they have to develop the work. Architectural skills, I am looking for that they shall has to improve in coming days. So these are my core concerns. Inshallah, alhamdulillah, with the effort of my team members, we will be working on these skills. Thank you.
Well, ma'am, do you think that Balochistan lags behind the other provinces in the quality of education? And if so, why?
I guess the answer, you are at the level which I feel that you know yourself. If we are talking about the comparison or the match, definitely we don't have the match of Balochistan with other provinces. It's far behind as compared to the other provinces. There are like multiple reasons that we are behind. The first reason is that we are not provided with the facilities as we should be. Government is not paying sufficient attention towards like the development of schools and colleges in Balochistan. Then it's like if we talk about like the budget portion in terms of education, it's very minimum as compared the one we are looking for. At government level, there is like no support. Only few handful schools in Balochistan, they are working smartly for the promotion of the education, and our institution, alhamdulillah, is one of those institutions. Even in Balochistan, it's not only education we are talking about. If we talk about like basic amenities of life, people of Balochistan, they are suffering in those too. Like we are not provided with clean drinkable water, transportation facilities, they are lagging behind. And then if we talk about like health facilities, they are like minimal. So no government support, particularly for the private organization. Even in the time of like the hard time of coronavirus, when it was spreading, hundred of schools or educational institutions had been shut down during that time, but no support we received from the government side, not even the moral support. Rather, we have faced so many wrong decisions by the government side in terms of like flexibility, 20% discount, which is like not right, what I feel. So let's see what will be the future of Balochistan. Inshallah, being a private school, we will always be struggling to produce our best in the field of education.
Inshallah. So what would be your message to our students?
Basically, our students, they are our future. Our young generation is our future. So what my message to my young learner is, dream big, think positive, work hard and enjoy your success. Along with that एक बहुत famous quotation है, उसको मैं adapt करना चाहूँगी यहाँ, जो कि शायद आजकल हमारे बच्चे लूज कर रहे हैं उसको. हम अपने बड़ों से सुनते थे बाअदब बानसीब बेअदब बेनसीब. So these are my two messages students they have to work upon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. It was the most illuminating session, and we have some idea about your excellent contributions to our school system.
Thank you, ma'am. We hope to engage with you further on your next visit.
Thank
Allah
you very
Hafiz.
much. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.
We hope you have enjoyed this presentation, and inshallah there will be more such interviews in the future.
Thank you.